This episode of Tekzilla is sponsored by Domain.com.
Steven writes in, I'm split between buying an iPad mini or a Samsung Galaxy Tab 2. I already have a lot of apps purchased through the Google Play Store, and I was debating whether to get the Samsung as I already have an S2 phone. That way I can also control all my Samsung products. Or I can go the Apple route and get an iPad and get into the Apple ecosystem. The iPad has a longer battery life, smaller screen, but it's the Apple App Store as opposed to the Android. And also I should mention I possibly will be doing some audio podcasting, and it seems that the iTunes Store has slightly better editing apps. So guys, I was wondering which way to go, Galaxy Tab 2 or iPad mini. Steven. I'm going to say this right now. I'm not sure I'd make podcast audio editing tools my deciding factor unless I was neck deep in podcasting and wanted to be totally mobile with an iPad for production.
Yeah,
just saying that.
Yeah, if you're already familiar with Android, you've also got an investment in applications on Android. Not so big a deal if it's $30 in Angry Birds games, for example. But if you're like Patrick, then you own more software than the tablet is actually worth.
Yeah, I have $300 or $400. I have $300 in map applications on iOS alone.
Yeah,
so
totally.
Moving to that would be scary. I hear you on battery life, right? So the Galaxy Tab S2, they talk about having a 4,000 milliamp hour battery. Apple iPad mini, they're of course 16.3 watt hours, but the testing is really interesting. CNET does a memory test, a video playback test. They got 7.1 hours of playback in their video test on the Samsung Galaxy Tab 2. On the iPad mini, which is supposed to have 10 hours, it was 12 hours that CNET got on their test. So, it's what's fascinating about this. The iPad mini has a 4,400 milliamp battery, and the Galaxy Tab 2 has a 4,000 milliamp battery. So there's only an extra 400 or 500 milliamp hours on the iPad mini battery, but it's that much more efficient in the way it uses the battery power. That said, unless you do a lot of transatlantic flying or spend 8 hours hanging out in cafes with no outlet and you refuse to buy an external battery, I'm not sure I would go with battery life as the only thing that would make me go iOS over Android. Do you get where we're heading with this?
Yes, I'd say probably stick with Android unless the battery life thing is such a huge deal that you just can't go anywhere else other than the best battery life option. Or if you're dying to move to the dark side and try an Apple device for a change.
Is the grass greener on the iOS side of the fence?
I'm gonna get hate mail for calling it the dark side.
Well,
I have. Clearly, I am a member of Team Dark Side occasionally as well. But anyway,
I'm also a member of Team Windows, and there's a Galaxy Note 2, or excuse me, a Samsung Note 2 on my desktop right now. We love all the operating systems. We do.
Entrepreneurs and innovators are all turning ideas into realities online, backed by the strength of a .NET domain name. .NET is one of the world's most popular domain extensions, and a .NET domain name from Domain.com will inject your business with instant credibility. Entrepreneurs and innovators will immediately discover the advantages of building their web presence around a .NET domain name. Already have a .com? Purchase the corresponding .NET from Domain.com and protect your online brand. Is the .com you want already taken? The .NET is a perfect alternative. We like Domain.com because they're affordable. .NET is only $8.99 a year. They're reliable and easy to use. The guys at Domain.com want to hook up our fans with an awesome offer. Get 20% off their already affordable domain names and web hosting when you use the coupon code Tekzilla at Domain.com's checkout. That's 20% and big time savings. And don't forget to use the coupon code Tekzilla. And when you think domain names, think Domain.com.